Inclusive, a Microsoft-designed toolkit. Kristen Marie Rajarajeshwari Wiener, founder of Deafhood Yoga. I am Prana, vital energy life force. Shakti, divine goddess energy of continuous creation. And Prem, love. As Rajarajeshwari signs, an interpreter voices her words.
Honestly, a lot of people come up to me and have offered me opportunities, so-called, to fix my ears through medical magic. And I'm like, I will never, never change that about myself, never. I love being a deaf person. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's actually a gift.
Photos show Rajarajeshwari as a toddler, grinning at a big doll, then as a young woman standing on a sand dune and hugging her dog by a Christmas tree.
That's a challenge between technology and human-centric, because technology has an aspect in which it tries to fix things. That is based on the idea that we're not complete.
In a park, Rajarajeshwari leads a yoga class. 3 deaf students stretch and bend on mats as they follow Rajarajeshwari's poses.
But it doesn't define the vibration of the culture and the linguistics of my community and my people. Now that I'm older and I look back on things, I was quite fortunate in my educational environment growing up.
Rajarajeshwari adjusts a woman's yoga pose, gently pressing her shoulders down.
And then during a summer, fortunately, my parents found a deaf camp for children. So it was very exciting. Every summer I would go to deaf camp and I'd hang out with a lot of deaf kids there.
In the park, Rajarajeshwari signs to her students.
In this environment, sign language was going on. And when I was placed there, my parents were shocked to see how hungry I was to pick up things visually, to be able to manually communicate.
She checks her phone as she converses with a student.
Sign language is more than one dimension or even 2 dimensions. We're moving in space 3-dimensionally. It's visual, it's a lot of tactile touch. For example, deaf people are very affectionate.
After class, Rajarajeshwari and her 3 students share friendly hugs.
And that's how we can interact with people quite easily.
Now, Rajarajeshwari wears boots and a winter coat as she waits on a sidewalk. A streetcar arrives and she steps on board.
I had a vision of an online yoga studio.
She lights candles. A web page appears on her computer. Deafhood Yoga, office yoga. You will need a folding chair, a yoga mat.
In the World Federation of the Deaf, WFD, 70 million people is a lot of people. So an online studio in that sense can become a resource and a way of reaching out to my own community and sharing these resources. So I have been experimenting quite a bit with various video platforms and studying what works and what doesn't.
In a split screen, 6 students appear on the monitor, along with Rajarajeshwari.
I finally found a deaf team with the skills, understanding, and expertise who could support me in building and designing a Deafhood customized online yoga studio.
A camera on top of her monitor captures Rajarajeshwari's signs and body language.
So I'm really looking forward to the look and the feel and making sure that that's successful for deaf people.
As Rajarajeshwari sips tea in the kitchen, an alert light flashes, drawing her attention.
Can technology be emotional?
She puts down her mug and checks her phone. Grinning, she signs hello.
There's pros and cons for deaf people, honestly, because we strongly rely on facial expressions, hand movements, body language, how the body moves. So when sign language is translated through technology to written English, a lot of deaf people have misunderstandings. I see a lot of technological advances. There's a lot of creativity.
A light flashes and Rajarajeshwari taps the touchscreen on a tablet. A young woman appears on the screen. The 2 converse in sign language, then Rajarajeshwari ends the video chat. She playfully repeats a sign.
Like holograms. Definitely holograms. Yeah, so that I can appear where you are. It'll be easier for me to just transport myself to another place, and communication will be instantaneous. Or if there's a hologram in front of me, I can just sign to them immediately. That would be so amazing.
At the beach, a labyrinth forms a circular path.
The cool thing about signing is that sign really transcends boundaries and borders.
Rajarajeshwari walks along the labyrinth's path, bordered by stones.
So that human connection with each other, I cherish and I feel is so important. It's important to just remind people that actual human contact and interaction is very important.
Her eyes closed, Rajarajeshwari stands with her head tilted up toward the sun.
I really cherish that within the deaf community.
Titles. This is part of a film series created to build empathy and inspire designers. Inclusive, a Microsoft Design Toolkit. A Slanted Light production. Microsoft.